Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, recently hell froze over and they actually screened an actual original film version of Star Wars. Not Star Wars Episode 4, Star Wars, before George Lucas revised it 50 times. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the special editions, particularly 2 and 3. Well, more 3 really, but 1 and 2, I didn't mind the visual effects being redone and a lot of changes that he made to it, and I don't have any problem with that. I prefer to watch them. But the thing that he did that upset everyone was he made the old original version, unavailable to fans. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing revised editions, special editions, replacing original versions with newer versions. That's all fine, as long as you keep the original accessible so people that have an attachment to that have access to it. George didn't do that. He viewed it as unfinished and he never wanted anyone to see it again. Well, someone found an old Technicolor print of the film which is apparently lasted and looked really good comparatively, and it was actually screened somewhere abroad. It wasn't screened in the US, and Kathleen Kennedy was there to give it some legitimacy, to let people know it wasn't illegal. Basically, they're Disney, they own it, and they know they can make money out of it. If they release the original print, they've got to do it. If they release that original print, because I feel so bad for the de-specialized edition movement. All these people who worked on splicing together prints of the original film, remastering them, undoing the new effects in some scenes, and basically recreating the original film as it originally aired and making it look great. That's probably going to be undone because all they've got to do is give this film a basic remastering and put it out on Blu-ray and 4K and DVD, and it's going to sell. Now, a lot of people are attacking it and criticizing it and saying, ugh. A lot of people who grew up with the special edition obviously are going, ugh, I don't like this. But for those of us who saw the original with the original effects and, Han shooting first and all the little things that weren't, a little bit off, we don't see them when we watch the film. When I watched Star Wars, because I have a copy of Star Wars, but it's the version that was ported over from like the laser discs, and they put on special feature. It was like a special feature disc that came with one of the box sets of Star Wars, where you got the original versions of the films as they were in the cinema before the special editions, but they're done free-fall with like the black bars on the top and bottom, because the argument was we want to be able to see them the way that we originally saw them. So George was a bit of a bitch and said, okay then, we'll give it to you the way you originally saw it, on a TV screen with black bars in really low quality. And that's all we had for a long time. But then the other people were working on the specialized editions and so forth. But it finally finally screened. And some people did criticize it, and I'm surprised. A lot of people appreciated it, and I really hope that this means that it's going to get a release, because if they really wanted to respect George's wishes, they'd never have shown it. The fact they showed it means I think they care more about letting people know they've got it and basically selling it. So I hope to get an official Star Wars Blu-ray and hopefully DVD as well, 4K, coming out. That would be great. But this is really interesting, because now a lot of people are saying, people are now attacking the film because they see it as like lesser quality because they use the special editions, and now people are trashing the original film, and Kathleen Kennedy is like responsible for it. She basically, found a way to make people hate the original Star Wars. I think that's, of course, those people just, having to feed their base and, write a story and all that. But I just found it really interesting that they did it. And it's just a miracle that they found it. Now, I'm guessing someone hid this away once they realised George was on the warpath and wanted to destroy all the copies so no one could ever see it again, and they hid it somewhere. I think that's what happened. Or it just happened organically, and someone just discovered one that had been untouched by Mr. Lucas. But I'm just glad it exists. They found it, and hopefully we'll get a nice remastering, and I'll get to watch it. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this event, because there's issues here, like the issue of the actual differences between the film and should we have the original, and then there's what the artist wants, what the creator wants, what the fans want, because you can have both. You can have the latest bells and whistles George Lucas approved version, and you can have the original one, so long as it's stated this is the original first print, and people are mature enough to understand that and understand what George, what his issues are, and be able to view both of them in context. But I guess some people are not sophisticated enough to do that, so they're the ones who are carrying on. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comments, subscribe. I think I already said that. I don't know. It's very late, but I did want to talk about this for a minute because I thought it was really fascinating that it even happened, and now how it's being perceived and talked about is interesting as well, which I didn't see coming. But yep, I'm going to go. Bye.